Hi everyone. Right, what I'm going to show you now is how to make one of these. Now this is a little mushroom. I hope you can see that. They're quite easy to make. I did actually knock the tip of mine off, but I've glued that back on, and when it's dry I will paint it over again and then fill it in and it'll be fine. But they're quite easy to make. So there's that. I've also got some of these. They're a bead cap. And I've opened them up because they're going to be my fairy garden stools. They will be getting coloured. And I've just put in my table together. And what it is a metal flower. And then I've used two different bead caps and glued them together using glossy accents. And then all I do is I've glued that in the centre. And it was just drying actually upside down. But there's my little set of fairy garden furniture. Now I had a choice of doing that one or this one, and they're all going to be coloured. I'm going to paint them all black with black gesso and then colour them the colour I want. But it's, you know, just easy to do. You just open the little bead up, pull them apart. These do need a little twist because they are twisted to close over each other, so just twist them back into place and that makes them level. And you've got little garden seats. I will be putting little seats on top of these. I mean, I've got lots of different things. Obviously that's too big, but you know, that would make a little garden seat for the fairies to sit on. I do have some metal work here. Just find anything, or just use chipboard and paint it to look like wood. But like these, I've got these little tiny seats if I want to use as seats if I want to. They're a little bit small, but they look fab, and if I've got enough of those I might just actually use them. Or even that one. That's better. It's a better size. If I've got, let's just, I've got 3 of those. It just depends. Now I think I've got enough of these little metal strips. Oops, make sure that gets on. Oops. I will put that in the window to dry while I'm doing the next bit. Let me just see if I can get 4 of these. 1, 2, well, yeah, there you go. I've got 4 of those to make my seats. And because they're already ornate and that, you know, they're going to be great just painted and then buffed up. So all I'm going to do, just to get these going, I'm just going to put this one in the window upside down. Same goes with the little seats, and it's just pop your glue on there in the centre. And pop that bead upside down and leave that to dry when you've got it centred. So I'm just going to do that and I'll be back in a minute. So they're all ready to put on the mushroom, toadstool, whatever you want to call them. So like I said, we're just making the base, and you roll a bit out in your hands, squash it down on the deck, press it with your thumb or finger, push it down on the deck, push down into the bottom, into the base, and then you can start shaping. So I'm just going to roll mine a little bit like that, and then at the top, again, push it flat, and then I just push mine into the deck again like that. And as long as you've got it, I've got paint all over, you know, like a mushroom shape-ish thing, it will work. That's it. Easy as that. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything. Now, obviously, you might want to put some lines in it, but you can get a sharp tool and do that. So I'm going to do that now. Now, I'm not letting this dry for each stage. So I'm just going to put some lines, different sizes. Just like that. That's for the base of mine. Brush all in. It doesn't matter about the bits actually, it looks even better with it. And then I'm going to do this end as well. So just put some lines on it. Different sizes, long, short, like that. I don't think the beginning of this taped, but I will take you through it stage by stage, and that's all you need to do. I can get that bit out if I want. Just take that off like that. That's fine. Let that dry. I'm going to glue mine and paint it all at the same time, so you know you're going to see it as I do it. Now what we're going to do is the top section, which is very, very simple. That's painted as well underneath. These can be any colour. You know, don't anybody come on and say, oh, you haven't done the right colour, you haven't done... It's a fantasy fairy village, so it can be anything I choose it to be. So I'm going to take about half of that. Now, it is a bit tricky getting the point done, like I broke mine, but hey-ho, never mind. So I'm just going to try now and get the top done first. My clay is actually drying very quickly. So what I'm going to do, take some mucky water and just wet mine a little bit. It needs to be very soft and supple. Hopefully that will do. So like I say, you need to roll that out. Oops. Okay, so and it can be any shape you want it to be. Now what I'm going to do is just snip mine off like that, and then pinch, just pinch it and lift it out, and it already splits it, look, it's already splitting it, but you can take that a little bit further if you want to. Just keep pushing your thumb into that and using your two fingers like that. That's what you're doing. So do that inside, you're flattening it and pulling it. Now hopefully I can get this to bend, because it is quick drying clay. See, like that, and that fits on quite nicely. And to do that I'm going to glue that. Okay, so we just pop the glue in, turn that upside down and push that in. Now you can now let that dry. You can open that up as much as you want and bend that over if you want to. I'm going to just leave mine like that because I like them like that, and let it dry. And when that's dry, then you can start and paint it. But we're going to pass that stage because we have to. That will dry, that's fine. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm just going to paint the top in, let's do the purple, I think. So this is the pomegranate, yeah. A deep purple, because I love purple, as you know. Just be careful doing this because you can break it. That's why it should be dry before you attempt it. Now I'm going to do just add a little bit of the... Do you know what? I might just put a hint. I love this lime green, and I'm not a lime green person. I could be making a very big cock up here. But on the other hand, I could blend it in, so that'll be fine. So I'm going to take this off, just in case I need to blend it in again. Okay, now let's just pick this up. So you can have them, when they're fantasy, you have them any colour you want. Oh, that's beautiful. Blends in really well with all the other colours. Or with the other two, should I say. It just gives it a shimmer. In fact, no, I love it. Absolutely love it. That's all it took. Don't need to blend it in anymore. Beautiful. Love that. Kind of giving it an edge. Right, so now what we're going to do, I'm just going to dry that off. See if I can show you those colours. Hope you can see that. The green on the edge. Beautiful. Look at that. So now what we're going to do is the underneath. Now I'm going to open mine up a little bit because it's still damp enough so I can bring that out. And I'm just going to use, if I take any of that off I can put it back on, so don't ever worry about things like that. I'm going to do the nutmeg. This is quite a... And I want the white. Where's my white? I'm letting my clay dry there. Ooh. Now, where's my white? Not the ice, this one. I'm going to use the oyster, I think. Yeah, I like this. So I've got the nutmeg and the oyster. And first of all, because I painted the last one black first, all of it. But I'm not going to do it with this one. Because I think it darkened the colour and I want it a little bit brighter than what it was. So we're just going to basically colour this underneath. Never fuss. Never fuss. Don't look for perfection. It's not often you see anything that is perfect in the real world. They just blend in well together. And when that's dry, I can also go over that again if needed. Right, I'm just going to stand that up. Whoops, he doesn't want to stand up, he's been moved. Sit you up, right? There you go. Got to get the balance right. Push him back down. There you go. Fasten all of this back up. You can do a short stem, a longer stem, or whatever it is you wanted to do. It doesn't matter. And now what we're going to do is pop on our little beads. You just pop them on, let it dry. Let me just... Oops, I think that one's a bit big. That's it. We're going to balance him out again, I think. I'm just going to pop this big one on this side. I've got to get his balance right, because I've twisted him and I shouldn't have done. That might be better. That's it. That's a large one there. Now you can paint those prior to putting them on if you want to, or you can leave it as it is. I leave them as they are. They're not going to go anywhere, and when you varnished it, it'll be fine. And there you go. And spend more time on them and edge them like I have. There you go, like that. You can use a tool if you want, just to put some. He's not going to stay as he is actually until I've dried him, but you know, you can make some marks with a tool along the edge. Like that. Just do what you like with them. Oops, there you go. And there you go. That's what they're like. I'm going to lay them down so you can actually see. I do have to finish them off. But I hope you like them. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.